The year was 2019. There I was, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. Okay, I was older, acting like I was a spring chicken. But anyway, I was a premier field engineer at Microsoft. And while doing that job full-time, I graduated from George Mason University with my master's in strategic communications and PR. My mom was there, my dad was there, and we had a wonderful time. Fast forward to 2025, and I've been selected as the Outstanding Master of Arts Graduate Alumnus of the Year. This is such a high honor, and I'm so excited to be chosen. As a part of the recognition, my college invited me to come back to Virginia and to give a speech at an awards dinner. I'm so excited. As you can see, all smiles at the airport, repping my university on my chest. I can't wait to get there. And oh, by the way, my dad is going to join me too. Hey y'all, so I have made it to Dallas Airport. I am in Virginia. Very excited to see my dad. He's already here, he beat me. And then I'm looking forward to speaking at the awards dinner tomorrow night at my alma mater. We're gonna get dinner and then we're gonna watch my cousin. She's doing a show online. So we're gonna check her out and then we just gonna relax for the rest of the day because I know dad's tired. And then also I got stuck on the plane. It was crazy. There was an international flight that was late. They were at our gate, and rather than sending us to another gate, they sent us to that same gate. So we had to wait for nearly 20 minutes on the plane. Thankfully, I didn't also have luggage to wait for because I brought a carry-on. But anyway, I'm hungry. I'm tired. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
Yes. Okay.
It's really nice, like a little apartment. Hey friends, today is the big day. I'm so excited. We've just arrived on campus. We're running a little late, but that's okay because I'm still in good spirits and I'm ready to rock this. Follow this on the right. Yo, we are so late, it's ridiculous. And then I left my phone in the car, so I had to walk back to get my phone. We're gonna get it together though, for real. Let me show y'all what it looks like heading into the building.
MC for the evening. This is one of my favorite events of the year because we so often don't take the time to celebrate. We put our head down, we do our work. There's always the next thing coming. There's always the next thing coming. The to-do list never gets finished because we keep adding things to the to-do list. And these events force us to take a pause, enjoy one another's company, and most of all, celebrate the accomplishments of our students. And set an example and model for our students the importance of celebrating your achievements and your accomplishments.
It is my honor today. First of all, introduce myself. I'm Tim Gibson. I am an associate professor in the Department of Communication, and I've been teaching at Mason for about over 20 years. And it is me, even though you can see me wearing a tie. This is one of the few events where I will wear a tie and jacket. That's how much I care about our graduate students, especially these award winners. And but you would, those of you who are sharp-eyed and look closely, you will see that I still am wearing jeans. So, all right. I've been thinking a lot about courage lately. And I think this is because we're entering a time when courage may be required from all of us. I think we're entering a time where we need to stand up for our beliefs, where we will be asked to stand up for our beliefs, our community, our democracy, and potentially to put our comfort, our peace of mind, even our careers at some risk if we want to stand up for our values and for what we believe is right. But I think the thing about courage, I think there's a more fundamental form of courage that really makes all other forms possible. And that's the courage to believe in yourself. To believe in the person that you want to be. And to be willing to take risks and do the hard things to make it happen. And that brings me to our graduate M.A. alumni of the year, Alicia Fulton. I got to know Alicia in qualitative research methods when she was doing a project on all things imposter syndrome, as we'll talk about. And I love this project because this is something that I suffer from myself. And so I wanted to learn more about it. And it was a wonderful project. And Alicia was one of those students who is one of your ideal seminar participants, where one moment she's got a brilliant insight into the reading of the week, and another moment she's making everybody in the seminar, crack up and laugh and telling jokes. And so really was the perfect seminar participant. And when she graduated, she sent an email updating us on what was happening in the year or two after graduation. And what we found out is that a year after graduation, Alicia drove across the country with her schnauzer, Jackson Orion Pulliam, and moved from Virginia to Redmond, Washington. Now, those of you who know the tech industry, that's where Microsoft is. And she was moving to a new job in Microsoft and a new role as executive communications manager for a corporate vice president in Redmond in Microsoft. And not long before she arrived, her boss asked her to co-host a very important conference called Microsoft Inspire. And this was high stakes because the Microsoft CEO, Steve Ballmer, I think at the time, and his senior leadership team were going to be there at this conference. And she was being asked by her boss to co-host it. So, and this is something that Alicia had never done before. So she took a risk and she said yes. And she crushed it. And then she was invited to co-host another global Microsoft event the following year, and she crushed that as well. And before she knew it, she was on the verge of a whole new career, taking the lead. You guessed it, it took courage. It took courage to lead Microsoft and the security and the stability of that position to dive headlong into a new career. And now Alicia is in the front stage and not the back stage. She has a career in front of the camera, not behind it. She has a career performing and hosting and traveling to new places, meeting new people, learning new things. She has a career that is authentically Alicia. It's my pleasure to welcome to the stage the M.A. Alum of the Year, Alicia Bowman.
Hi, good evening, everyone. So yes, my name is Alicia Williams, and I am so grateful to be here right now. This recognition, it really means everything to me because this cements a goal that I've been working towards since my very first day of starting my degree program here at GMU. So just a quick question though, how many of us have our next job or our career move already figured out? You know exactly what you're going to do. No hands. Okay, so then how many of us are on the fence? You're still researching, still exploring, still trying to figure it out? Yes, okay, I see some hands. And I raised my hand for both because honestly, I'm still trying to figure it out today. So I have a plan, but I'm still exploring, I'm still researching, I'm still trying to figure out exactly what it is that I want to do. And so I've been making these pivots. And some of those Dr. Gibson just mentioned. But one thing I can say for sure is that when you focus on your passions and you work hard to like pursue your passions, and I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that you will get the motivation and the inspiration that you need to achieve your level of success. And so that's what I've been doing. That's what keeps me motivated. Even though sometimes the gigs dry up, I still focus on like, this is what I love to do, it's what I enjoy to do, and this is the direction that I'm going. So just a little bit more about me. So I spent 8 years in the Navy. I was an electronics technician. I traveled with the president. I was assigned to the White House Communications Agency. I even helped launch a training academy that's still going strong today over on Bubbling. Excited about that. And then, of course, eventually I went to Microsoft, and I was an engineer at Microsoft. So some of the professors that I had, you probably remember me coming to class almost every day and saying, I'm an engineer at Microsoft, but one of these days I'm going to have a communications job. That was my goal. That was my plan of what I wanted to achieve. Now, when I had those jobs, I wasn't happy with them. Yes, they were great on paper and it sounds so inspirational and it's wonderful, but I was not happy. I wasn't passionate about that work. So I was doing all kinds of things on the side that the stuff that really got me excited. So in the Navy, I helped to launch that training academy over at Bowling. Then I also was teaching military members like how to do the job of the travel mission for the White House. And then at Microsoft, I was creating newsletters, writing blog posts, I was hosting events and things of that nature, basically doing everything except what I was supposed to do. And eventually my manager at Microsoft told me, you need to find another job because I was not doing the engineering stuff at all. But thankfully at Microsoft, they told me you could find that role within the company. You don't have to leave. And so that's when I was able to get that job where I was working for one of Microsoft's corporate vice presidents. And she was pushing me out front, get in front of the camera, get on stage. Little did she know, she pushed me out of Microsoft. I was so happy to leave and start my own career full time. So I'm a speaker, I'm an MC, and I'm also an actress. Now, all my commercials are local to the Seattle area, but if you happen to go to Seattle and you're in a hotel room, you might see me on TV. I love that girl. So I'm originally from North Carolina. You can probably tell that I like to talk. I enjoy to talk. Promise I won't take too much time. But what I understood though is that while I can talk and I love to talk, I don't actually know how to communicate. And I learned how to communicate once I came here to GMU and once I got the degree. And that was truly the stepping stone for me to get that next job, to leave engineering completely behind and to get into communications. So I just want to say like congratulations to all of the graduates. My dad and I were ducking and dodging them as we were making our way here. Congratulations to all the other awardees as well. And I just want to say this really quick. So in December of 2024, my mom passed away. Her name was Marion Long. And I brought my mom with us today. I really wish that you all could have met her in person. But she is here with us in spirit. And my dad is Larry. He's over there. Now you raise your hand. Yes, my dad is pushed up. Thank you so much for this because again, it allowed me to achieve the goal that I was trying to accomplish when I first stepped on campus for my degree. And now I feel that I can say without a shadow of a doubt, I am a communications specialist. Thank you all so much. I know, it's not official until I get this.
That's Congratulations. Yes.
This was such a wonderful experience, and it was great hearing from all the other awardees. Here's my award along with our program, official photos coming soon. And after the ceremony, my dad and I went outside for a photo shoot. We did it. We did it. Okay, friends, this has been a fabulous trip. I'm so glad that I got this award. I'm still so excited. I'm on cloud nine. This was great. It was so good to see all of my professors and hang out with them, and it was just great to be back in like my old stomping grounds. I'm so glad that my dad came too. We really enjoyed ourselves, and of course we ended off the night at Red Lobster. That was my dad's first time going to Red Lobster. Isn't that crazy? He's never been. Anyway, we are now headed back to the hotel. We're gonna watch G20. I've already watched it, but that's the movie, Viola Davis movie, where she's the president and she's also an Army veteran, and it's on Amazon Prime. So we're gonna watch that, and then we're gonna watch, well, we'll see. We're probably gonna fall asleep after G20, but if we're still awake, then we're gonna watch, it's a new series on Netflix called Forever. So we're gonna check that out too. So yeah, we just kind of chilling. I'm gonna chill for the rest of the evening, and then we are going to stay as late as we can in the hotel, and then my dad's gonna head back because he drove, and then my flight leaves tomorrow at like 5, so I'll head to the airport like around 3 because I don't know how bad TSA and security is over here since we have to have our real ID and all that stuff. But anyway, I'm rambling, so I just wanted to go ahead and close off the vlog. So thank you all so much for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
Baby, don't whine from your seat, whine from your seat, whine from your seat, seat from your seat. Come give me whine from your seat, whine.